This isn't only the Ana and TOPSON show, right? Obviously, it's great to have them both back playing together in the international stage. For the very start of this game, Bob's having a great time, making sure even just if he doesn't get the last hits to soak up all of that experience, realizing how important it is for him to create that little bit of a gap over TOPSON. He should have the easier time with being able to get these last hits off, even going for that kill there and forcing TOPSON to use a lot more defensive moves coming out and gets the first blood. That has to feel good. Come on, the tips have to come through. There we go. That'll do. A great start. They're going for another dive here, but Tino able to shrug it off for now. Oh, he gets it again,
dude. Oh no. Bobby, what are you doing?
Side. Low up here. Zephyr again just playing this aggressive style.
Well, they're going to charge
for it, but yeah, pops the rod.
Palos, can he get out? One more right click from afar. Cuckoo and Zephyr find the swipe. A much needed kill for T1.
Yeah, Flash Sheep still has quite a long cooldown. He's only got the 1 point into it so far, so only 5-second duration, 20-second cooldown.
Gonna be in some trouble here. Shanks with the opener.
Slot's coming though.
They still have Zephyr to be able to get some distance, and now Cuckoo up to the north. He's gonna be okay. Turns onto the Shanks, but Palos is gonna charge into the middle. He recognizes that he just needs to get on top of the Nature's Prophet to stop the right clicks, and Palos does just that.
That's the thing about the best teams in the world. You can have one lane go really poorly, but as long as the other two are just fine. I mean, that's why it was such a big deal that Bob was getting those kills solo without any other assistance.
Palos, he's in a lot of trouble here. Ana's got plenty of movement speed to be able to continue this chase. So Ana and Cuckoo get another big kill onto Palos, who's really struggling on the pudge. Do we feel like EXECRATION might lack some early game damage now going to the mechanism and almost hand to God? We're going to see the defense. Yep. Tino, look at the jump. Oh no, Tino evaporates. Ana playing with the Unleash. Now he's going to turn to try and bring down Palos. It's going to be all up to Bob if they can turn this team fight back around. But the Requiem's still on cooldown, so Bob will have no answer. As EXECRATION, they lose their tier 1 tower.
Not anywhere near level 10. So he's going to have pathetic armor. And when you consider what you're up against, like all these Chen creeps, Nature's Prophet right-clicking you, Unleash coming through from the Marcy, it's way too much to have to deal with.
Oh, they're onto the Shadow Fiend. Onslaught's out from Zephyr. Wrath and Nature Burst. It's not enough to get the kill onto Bob, and he's been able to charge up the Requiem. Tino with the Exo as well. This is a lock committed for EXECRATION, and they just get Zephyr. I don't know if that's worth it. 2 ultimates. Yes, you keep the Shadow Fiend alive, but bottom lane as well. Ana, he's going to find a solo kill onto Palos, so...
You can jungle on your own, and if someone finds you in the jungle, who cares? It's a Chen. If you're rotating multiple people, then so much. On his own
Oh no, he jumped in, and now with the chain frost, he can bounce back and forth. They'll get the hand of gold for the bonus heal. Now Ana is going to try and turn it around as well. The Unleash for the Dispel, and Ana's life still's not enough. They get the kill into the Marcy, but it comes at such a grave cost, as EXECRATION will lose all 3 members in the skirmish party. I believe. Tino, maybe. Alright, they got him. TOPSON gets the double. Ana loses his streak, but all of tier 1 show up huge with the rotation down to bottom. So tier 1 with the first Aegis. Shanks and Palos trying to catch out TOPSON down bottom.
Push out the other lanes. That's the main goal for EXECRATION right now. Man, they're smoking with this. This is crazy.
Where do you jump? Because Ana and Waimon hang hand in hand. They're going to go for Zephyr instead. Not the easiest target to bring down, especially with Whitemon on the outskirts as well. The Spirit Vessel applied. It's going to stop a lot of the bonus health coming back, but off to the left side, they're going to be able to blow up Tino with a turnaround. It's not enough because Ana's protected with the BKB. He just shrugs off the Requiem, jumps further into the middle, secures the triple kill.
But you lose your tier 2 tower and you lose 3 heroes because you think you could go on to this Primal Beast. Turns out he's a pretty beefy hero. Level 11, position 4, 2200 HP, plus the extra armor that you're getting if you're able to get off that uproar.
Palos? Looks TOPSON and baits Ana to jump in. They get the stun. Ana still has Aegis. This is... I don't know if you're ready for this team fight. Ana gets a little bit of bonus health back. Not going to be enough to hold off through the first lap. And now Tino, he's got his second point in the exorcism. So he's going to charge in the middle, trying to create some chaos, break the formation out of T1. But they're retreating perfectly. In synergy is T1 making sure there's no stragglers for the easy pickings. And now with the backstabber, Zephyr onslaughts into the middle with the pulverize out as well. Tino's gone out of the count, and now T1, they're on pursuit for more. Cuckoo's already teleporting to the backline, but Shanks is up to the high ground, so instead, they'll go back to the tier 2 tower.
Can you tell that I like this aggressive T1? Biggest improvement that I'm seeing so far out of their last 6 months, honestly. Like a big change in style, and it's working out wonderful. Lacking that little bit of extra damage. They get Cuckoo.
But because we're able to break the dismember instantly, Vincenzo's going to buy some time as well, but Palace is stuck in no man's land. Shanks is able to reveal the Blink Dagger as well. They're going to try and toss him inside the Requiem, but the Attribute Shift keeps Topson alive, and now Honor is having a free fight. Again, the Marcy just jumping on forward. Zero cares in the world is Honor. Cuckoo might have to have some cares. Looks like he's able to walk that one off as well.
Even if they dive onto him, I mean, just the passive 30% magic resistance is really nice for a Chen. Cloak Aura, plus everything else that you got.
Ooh, Bob trying to charge up the Requiem. They need to toss him directly on top of the Shadow Fiend. They're going to be able to do so with the BKB. The nick of timing from Zephyr and our Execration. They got to get out. Cancel the team fight, but the Bashers are there. Bob will not escape. And Normal Shanks and Topson wants more blood. A waveform deep inside the base. They've got Ana to follow up as well as T1 looking them go forward, pillaging the base. No one is safe from the boys of T1.
They're ready, and they want to converge potentially on mid. I mean, they've got the siege creep there. They've got a second wave coming. No Requiem, no Chain Frost, no Exorcism. Could have gone high ground if they wanted to.
Oh, they're going to see Zephyr in the tree line. Take a kill where you can find it. Shanks is, thank you very much. I'll yoink that.
What about the curse of the old growth coming through for Cuckoo?
Ooh, scary.
Not going to happen. Crash. Bim shot.
They got a great ward on the higher gun. Ana's instantly going to jump to try and protect that. By Vincenzo.
I mean, even Ana's just trying to solo. Look at all the vision that T1 have of the map. I just realized they could see everything, and they feel like Ana's just able to get these solo pickups.
Oh, he's going to run into power loss. Shanks is nearby. Tino, he's not going to be able to cancel his TP. Down goes to position 1. Pudge, god-like streak for Ana.
The Frost Shield's going to delay things a little bit, but you're still just not ready.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It's going to have to be a toss back into a Requiem, and there's the silence.
That fast range, man.
Not able to find it. Zephyr with the charge and gets the pulverize onto Tino. They're going to be able to stop it in its tracks. There's just no damage. You drop the pipe, you got the hand of God, and instantly T1 can turn it around. They're deep inside the base without a care in the world. Even the glyph is not going to be enough of a deterrent. Tino will try and charge onto Cuckoo, but the physical damage is starting to wrap up. Even the BKB will not do anything to protect the Death Prophet. T1, the mid lane was rocky to start, but it did not matter. What a fine way for them to open up their run here in game 1.
Missing on the hook there. This should be game. Like, they are absolutely swarming that Ancient. No buybacks available on the DP or the SF. Close this one out if they were wanting to, but a little bit composed. Never mind, it was a bait.
It was a bait. Give me more kills. Let me add to the tally. The G's had dropped. T1 on their debut. Find game 1. We'll see what they're able to do if they can replicate this performance. But for them, Denok, you really had a lot of questions on how this new T1 it would look. And again, in really particular to the supports. And I was quite impressed with Zephyr on the Primal Beast.
Waimon doesn't care. He's an Enchantress. Like, he just needs to keep ferrying him out, little bits of regen. He's gone full harass mode with his Fairy Fires and multiple Iron Branches. And again, you can't just summon the Wolves and help them assist with last hitting, because you're just going to get them stolen away.
Blame Bob. Is he going to go for this Topson? Oh no! Another solo kill from Bob. It gives him the outplayed voice line once again.
Well, we saw how that worked last time, so I'm not sure if you want to be dropping it so quickly. Bob is going to go all the way back to base, pick up the boots of speed and a wind lace just to make sure he's able to connect on through.
Vincenzo's doing a really good job to put some pressure onto Cuckoo to try and zone him away from the Death Prophet, but Cuckoo plays the distance, makes sure the poison attack continues to stack up, and now Zephyr's also hunting Vincenzo on the tree line, so T1, they're going to find a double kill for Cuckoo down bottom. But the damage has been dealt. Palos doesn't have the resources now until the cell have given over to play this lane.
Does feel like you need that 1 point in the living armor. It's real value coming through.
That's a T2 tower! Oh my god, thanks to Shanks, that fissure, just to allow the Shadow Fiend to go onto the tower.
Like, he has finally been left alone on this bottom side. Vincenzo, he's positioning himself a lot more aggressively. Try and scout him away. They see the fact that Marcy's coming back to the lanes, so Palos, he needs to get out a lot more quickly than this. He might be paying with his life.
It looks like that's going to be the case. Beautifully done from Cuckoo. Disjoints the Spirit Siphon. Zephyr's going to hold his on. But as long as they keep the poison attack stacking up, and Cuckoo will do just that. Dominating streak for the Viper.
Maybe he was trying to say, use the Wild Wing Ripper, get the pushback blast. Be able to scout out Shanks here with the Wild Wing Ripper. Yo, gets the vision, gets the pushback, gets the body block. Great team play coming through there. Is it going to be enough, though?
One more right click. Yeah, they'll find it. Meanwhile, top lane, Ana gets a solo kill onto Tino's Lycan, so he once again is off to an incredible start.
Like, I don't want to call it selfish, but this is what I was talking about.
Shadowfiend's in some trouble as well. Mid lane, TOPSON gets the kill, gets the region, is sitting pretty in the resources, and our tier 1 tower's going to be in trouble.
Want to take this tower. They need to open up the map a little bit. Will TOPSON look to make the rotation? He's got the DD rune bottled, and yep, here we go. Coming in right on top of Tino.
Find him some time. TOPSON's on the south side of the fissure wall, so we can still move on for more. Bob's even going to consider about rotating as well, but the triple raises will answer the initial trade from EXECRATION in tier 1, but they've still got to be cautious though with TOPSON nearby. Forced to be reckoned with, but they do have a really good ward for Radiant to play with. It's going to scout up the position for the Pugna, so Bob tries to charge up the Requiem, but again, it's going to be up to the summons from the Enchantress. Whiteman scouting out Bob in the tree line. An easy kill, and now they can look for more, but Zephyr, a little bit isolated from the team. He's got TOPSON to the north. He's going to look to try and Zuck away the life of the Lycan, and with Ana waveforming forward as well, but Ana's going to be cautious for the moment. That's the attribute shift to play with, and damage will be lacking from EXECRATION, so they're going to push them further away.
He was walking forward for the Echo Slam, and he just gets enchanted.
Yeah, and with Ana getting all the space in the world that he would ever need, did you feel like EXECRATION, like this is a ticking time bomb? Is this more from, I'll hold that thought, mid lane, TOPSON? The Requiem charge up's going to be there, but the fissure as well connecting. Vincenzo steps through, so the chain control is enough to hold TOPSON down so Bob can get the damage pumping out. Alright, so from EXECRATION, he didn't answer to this tier 2 tower siege, and well, the backstab, that could be it. Great micro for the Wolves, going to scout out a lot of the positioning. Look at Vincenzo! Steps to the backline, gets the overgrowth. The control is out, setting up for the Requiem. They've only killed off the Enchantress for the moment, but they'll catch up to multiple heroes as TOPSON goes down along with Zephyr. And not only do they win the skirmish, now they can move into the pit.
Sometimes it takes that moment of individual brilliance to be able to claw your way back into this. And
I see the same. It looks fine to me. I don't know. You're complaining. Understandable though. No, I trust you. It's fine. Up mid lane. Age is still for 30 seconds. They're going to be cautious. Smoke's going to pop instantly. No one pops detection. Oh, they're just running forward. Bob gets the Requiem. He's going to try and target down TOPSON, but there's no follow-up. Finally, Fisher, where's the damage? TOPSON's fine, and Ana shows up. A waveform in with no hesitation. As EXECRATION, they've got to get out. They messed up the side of the fight. They committed too heavily and didn't find any kills.
If it's not, like, jungle creeps really don't do that. Lane creeps don't do that much. The EXECRATION on the offensive for once.
Bump in. Onto Bob. They're going to try and blow him up. They might be able to do so before the BKB. Bob's out. TOPSON gives him a tip as well. We'll get him back for the laning stage. Now with the rest of EXECRATION, they're hanging around Ana. Ana's going to be cautious. Shanks is in with the combination. The chain control needs to be perfect, and it is. Execration hit back. They stick around.
There we go.
They're
Reverse
back into the
tips coming
tips.
through. Onto a lot of gold right now, and I'm not sure how valuable a dust or a windlace is going to be to something else. 5 seconds left on that Roche timer.
This is big.
So if they find the back line, can they get the vision down?
This is a big
Wolf
wraparound.
scouting out isn't out of the ordinary.
They see Ana. They see Ana. They're going to get the fissure, but instead they'll turn to Marcy. An instant pick off. But Execration, you need more out of this. You pop the shapeshift for it. Tino's going to charge in. Nullifies there. The threat of the overgrowth. Vincenzo doesn't cast it. So Ana just waveforms in, gets rid of the Tree Protector. And now they've got a sentry as well to Bob's location.
No. Know everything. Got to get it out. Oh, there we go. Sentry ward gets dropped down, so there's not going to be any kind of Aegis deny coming through here. Full team coming through though. TOPSON, especially if he gets hit first.
Charge up the Requiem from afar. TOPSON, they just clip on the fear. They're going to try and blow up the Pugna, but the damage is not there at the moment. TOPSON's protected. The Decrypt out to the north side, and our Bob is getting chased out, but a turn into the crit. They'll kill off the Marcy, but the Overgrowth buying some time, but no Shanks. He misses on the Echo Slam. They needed that ultimate, and our T1, they can charge on forward, targeting down Tino with a Lycan. They'll secure the easy kill. Turning to Palos next is going to be Ana. Fisher's still on cooldown for the Morphling replicate, so they will not be able to catch up.
Little things like that. Power of the Pugna, right? All this passive damage, disabling BKBs and turning your own strengths against them. Boots of Travel can join at any time. Enchantress, there's always going to be a creep that they have to TP onto as well, so I like the way that T1 is splitting up the map. They catch Palos.
They will be able to. Oh my god, what was the damage?
Can't fight without the Death Prophet. That is your source of consistent damage. Standing up here, providing that little bit of the aura from the Helm of the Overlord or Execration and their capabilities of defending this high ground. Force Staff in that little bit of a way to create some space away from the Viper, away from the Pugna, but join the fight now.
Ana's gonna. Oh, the Manta! No, no, no! Ana, what have you done to them? Oh, there was the DD popped as well. They dropped everything to try and pull him up. And now they've had this time to smoke up.
They want to pick off Palace. He is the one that needs to be going down. Well worth popping BKBs for.
Chick is pretty important as well. Smoke's gonna pop on Cuckoo. Palace gets the Exo along with the BKB, but the damage coming out. Ana just ripping apart the life of the Death Prophet. He doesn't have the armor to stand his ground as Ana's doing too much damage. He'll turn towards the Tree Protector, getting rid of another component onto Execration's lineup. And it's going to be a miracle for them to turn over this team fight as Bob's charging into the middle. It's going to BKB TP up, but Ana's damage.
The Aghanim Scepter on it as well, so what are we looking at here? Are we looking to give that over to Ana? And
Scepter on the Morphling, like you said, and Cheese on TOPSON as well. So another defensive toolkit. They are eyeing up TOPSON down bottom.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's got the detection coming out. Bob's going to try and backstab the Pugna. A very awkward position from TOPSON to play, and we'll see what he's going to be able to do 1v2. They're able to deal with the Decrypt. Requiem out, and a big kill for them to find. But that is Shapeshift along with Requiem forced, and someone on Execration will be forced to try and deal with the mid lane.
Bob reveals a moment where they feel like they can push on forward. I mean, for everything that's happening, they haven't actually lost much on Execration's side. 40 seconds left on that Aegis.
They commit the Echo for it. Maybe it's going to be the Requiem follow-up with the respawn. Bob needs to be perfect with the timing, and it looks like he is, but the damage, it's not coming fast enough. Ana pops the BKB and just turns it around. They never stood a chance into the Morphling, but maybe off the back of the buyback, T1 need to respect this. As Vincenzo, though, he doesn't have the overgrowth to work with. It's going to be off the back of Palos, just running into the middle. They're going to be cautious, though. Inside the base, waveform in. Shakes with the pushback, but the damage isn't there. Ana's going to be okay. Steps outside the base. They are getting ratted though. T1 need to address this. Tino's going for tier 4s.
And they hold him back. That's the question. Want to try and
call the fear to the future once again. Beautiful force.
Such good team fight though. They might find Whitemon here, but you don't want to commit onto this with Bob's life. Way too valuable, especially with no buyback available. get the break onto the Enchantress, though. They might be able to take her out really quickly. All right, that's a free
Bobs
kill.
can't stick around for too long, though. Get the jump in. He's going to pop PK
All the
from
bash.
slip, and now with the bashes, Bob's in trouble. He pulled back prior. You need to use everything to keep the Shadow Fiend alive, and they've got nothing in the tank. Bob goes down, dead for 2 minutes. This is the window now for T1 to close out this series.
Just to try and push this one away, just the Havoc Hammer as well, to try and clear that one out. I respect it. About the delay game coming through, but can you delay for 100 seconds? I don't think you can.
Shapeshift. They might look for the echo as well from Shanks. They're going to jump in, but the control's not there. TOPSON steps out to the left, but still Tina with the damage. He might go for Cuckoo as well. Nullifier's there. Cuckoo's going to pop a BKB. Not really holding for the moment. So Tino's just going to look to TP out instead, recognizing he can't continue the chase.
I feel like you get to the stage where you don't want to hold buyback on the Earthshake. You've already used it on 2 cores. This next fight might very well be the last, as Shanks can't be giving up your life for free, though. Quite there, but that's the Aghanim Scepter on Shanks. If he wants to buy it,
Can't lose anyone.
really
Vincenzo, oh, he's got a buyback at least. It's an early glyph forced out as well. 30 seconds until the Shadow Fiend's back alive. T1 push incredibly fast, though.
Stalling from Shanks.
I mean, they're going for the tier 4s. Tino's in.
Alice, you fought back as well.
Alice is in trouble. Arna trying to lock onto his target. 1 tier 4 down, Surt to the next. Dyer, they're going to be able to siege much faster than Radiant. The Shadow Fiend won't even have a possibility of respawning, because look at the damage coming out from T1. It's going to be a miracle if they can hold it on Execration. And even though Shanks blades a double Echo Slam, it is not enough as T1, with the debut of the new roster, they are able to take down Execration 2-0, and they will continue on in the upper bracket, moving on to at least the upper bracket semi-finals.